Hello, everybody. This is Linda DeVitas of Healings on the Go. I'm the host, and I'm here today with my beautiful guest, Artie Hoffman. He's an author, radio, and TV personality. He's known for giving people back their power and confidence with his inspirational messages and smooth humor. He has read for over 30,000 people for over 30 years and counting. He's wooing in the audience. Please welcome Artie Hoffman to the show.
Yay! Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. For those that don't know me, I'm Linda DeVitas again, owner of my site. I'm here today. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, author, certified healer, and also I do psychic healings, mediums, channelings, healings, Reiki healing, dolphin healing, candle manifestation channelings. So we're here today to talk more about mediumship and what exactly it is. What is a mediumship, we ask? Well, basically, we come into this life, we're messengers, and we come into life to deliver messages to people that have lost hope of their loved ones that have passed on in the afterlife. And we're here to deliver some messages. So, Artie, tell us more about what you do.
Well, like you said, I'm a psychic and I'm a medium. A psychic is someone who talks about the past, present, and future, or who could look into situations, whether it be love life, business, personal, medical, legal, whatever it is. I didn't go to college for anything. I just, my teachers and my inspiration are the angels and the Holy Spirit, who gives me all the messages into my heart and soul and into my thoughts, and I just share it. And so as far as mediumship, that's communicating to your loved ones. And people say, well, how is that possible? How can you communicate to someone who's dead, who died? And the thing is that nobody ever dies. The spirit, your soul is who we are. Your soul is who you are. And your soul is using your body to express itself. But what dies is your body, not right. The soul, not yourself. As soon as your body goes, your soul lifts up out of your body and it goes into a different dimension. And so we're able to communicate to the soul of the person of who is no longer here physically on earth. They're here spiritually, emotionally, and spiritually. They're very much so here, just like you and I are here, only we're still expressing ourselves using our human body. And with them, they're not using the human body to be able to, express themselves or to live their life. It's a different dimension.
Exactly. And a lot of people think that when we die, we just die, but that's not true. We cross over to the other side. And I believe that there's also earthbound spirits that never crossed over. And then they have the ones that do, and they did cross over. So in my experience, earthbound is more like you could see them so clearly. Right, Artie? Is that the same for you too?
As far as the definition like you gave, I honestly don't know. So people will ask me, Artie, are you communicating to my angels or my spirit guides or my loved ones? And I said, I don't know. All I know is that I'm giving you really good, solid information. Yes. When I was in my previous relationships, and I give them information. They go, is that coming from you or the spiritual world? They go, what difference does it make? This is good stuff, I'm telling you. I said, trust me.
That is so funny because in my experience, I know when it's earthbound because they are more solid. I see them more clearer than I do. Like my dad, I told him, when you go over there, cross over to the light. Don't stay earthbound. And I know he did because he came into my dream and told me, whatever you told me was so true. I told him, go to the light. And I said, and I will be able to feel you. Don't worry. Because he was scared that he would never be able to contact me if he crossed over. So I was telling a lot of people there are different signs of how spirits communicate. What is your most favorite one? Like the signs they give feathers or you just feel them around you, basically?
My favorite, there's many of them, but if you're asking me my favorite sign, it's through songs.
That's beautiful.
I'll hear songs in my head while I'm reading somebody. I'll hear songs in my head. Not always, and I don't try. All right, give me a song. I don't do it like that. You
Yeah.
know, I just give them my gut feeling, and then all of a sudden the spiritual world will just start playing a song. Whatever that song is about, that's what's going on in their life. And every single time I hear a song, I'm never wrong. I mean, I'm
Wow.
never wrong when I hear a song, but I can't say, all right, spiritual world, give me a song. No, they know that when I need to deliver a super strong, solid message, they will send it to me in a song. But, you know, when I see images in my head, like right now, for all of you, if you could picture what your bedroom looks like, or if you could picture what your basement looks like, if you could picture what your friend looks like, you know, that image that comes to you, that's how we see.
Exactly.
If sometimes it's a video. So if you think about you getting ready for your day today, that little video in your mind, or the last time you were on vacation, that little video of you being, you know, where it be Florida, Mexico, wherever, we get signs in video, you know, and then see, but for most people, it's a recall. And for us, it just comes random. It's thoughts from the spiritual world to deliver these messages. But that's how I see, other than hearing voices in my head or like I said, getting songs. But of all the ways I get messages, yeah, when I hear songs, that's my favorite.
Awesome. I want to welcome Ria and Helen to the show. Thank you so much for coming. Please like and share. Thank you, everyone, for joining my show today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I like, my daughter always finds feathers all the time, and they say feathers are different kinds, and she always finds the gray ones. For some reason, that one, I don't know that color. What does gray mean? Because I always know the white is angels. Gray, I don't know about.
It's an old angel. They're gray.
Oh, really?
The gray hairs, gray feathers.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Yeah, she always brings the feathers in, and it's funny because I had a past life where I remember clearly I don't like birds for some reason. I felt like I was murdered and they ate me up.
Circle.
So whenever, yes. So whenever she brings me feathers, I was like, but I kind of got used to it after this lady came to me for healing. And then all of a sudden I started craving feathers because I learned Reiki feathering. So that is funny, right? The extreme opposites.
Yes.
Did you have any dreams? Like, I know spirits always come in dreams. That's how my dad comes in.
Yeah. I don't see my mom sends me signs. Both my parents passed. And so my mom sends me signs by way of numbers, her birthday number or the house number that we grew up in. So when I see those numbers on the clock or on a mile marker, on a license plate, I know that she's around. You know, with my father, I get very little signs with my father. We didn't have the best relationship, you know, but, you know, he was my angel of pain. An angel pain in my ass is what he was. So,
oh, that is so funny.
But you know, my father loved us, but he was a very emotionally difficult person to get along with. So my dad kind of taught me what love is through what love is not. And my mother taught me what love is because she's such a unconditional, pure saint of a person, you know, right. And she gave me and my two older brothers balance in our life to deal with my dad, as we all supported one another. But it was just a very challenging situation. But it wasn't all bad. You know, my dad was, you know, he was a very good provider and he supported us in his own ways and stuff. But just on any emotional level, he just was not really there much at all. He was just, like I said, he could be kind and generous. So a lot of times when I tell people, you know, when they're very angry with somebody of their past or even in the relationship, you know, of their past, whether they're living or they passed away, if you could just find something about them that you find as a positive quality trait about them, or what did you learn about yourself, or what did you learn about life by allowing yourself to be with that person or to stay with that person longer than you should have.
Right. That's true.
So there really is a lesson in everything, but it just depends. How many times do you want to keep on repeating the same grade over and over and over again? You don't have to keep on repeating the same mistakes.
That's true. That's true. A quick hello to Delisa. Hello, Delisa. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome. Please like and share. Ria writes, there's images in the sky. She's an artist. She's my sister, and she takes a lot of pictures of angels in the sky, which is awesome. And that's what she's writing, that she sees them through the sky and scent. Yeah, that's true. My mother-in-law, she comes in with a lot of perfume all of a sudden. It's like right in my face. And then I'm like, wow, it's very strong. So they definitely try to get your attention. If anyone would like a reading, please write in the chat box. We will be more than happy. Artie will be more than happy, and myself, but Artie's my guest, so he'll be more than happy to answer your question. Please be detailed and one question, please. So another thing, when my dad passed away, he came right into my dream, and he knew I could feel him. So I was like floating out of body, and I remember going out of body and seeing him on the other side, and I pull out a lot. That's why I suffer from vertigo, right? I'm always flying around. So one time I did a healing, and she goes, girl, you got to stay in your body. She goes, no wonder you're always dizzy. I go, you ain't kidding, because every night when my dad passed, we were so close. I was always pulling out. And then I was like, oh boy, I better stop doing this. And he said, you know where I am. You don't have to come every day. He goes, you know where I am. So I remember he was by Sirius, a lot of tigers when I crossed over. And literally, you have like 30 seconds to talk to them. I remember seeing him like I see you right in front of me. And I hugged him and I was crying. Once you cry, they wake me up out of the dream. They're like, get out of here. So Delisa's asking a question. Sure, Delisa, ask a question. She said, I would love a reading. Ask one question. And
yeah, you have to be specific. You would love a reading. You have to ask a specific question on what you want to know. This isn't an all-out personal reading. This is just what question is it that you'd like to know. And if you want to communicate to a deceased loved one, let us know their name and how they're related to you. And unfortunately, if it's a child, please let us know how old they are. So be very detailed and specific with your question.
Yes. My sister, Ria, was asking a question. She said she wants to know how my mom is going to be.
How your mom is going to be.
Yes. Hi, Elena. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Anyone that wants a reading, please, one question and detailed. But hold on, we're answering Ria's question.
How's your mom going to be?
Yeah. Hope it's a misdiagnosed, but we'll see. And then we have another question.
I feel like it's very important that she does not allow her circumstances to get the best of her. It's very important that she keeps her personal self ongoing, that she doesn't stop her being her, because that's what's going to give her emotional and spiritual strength to overcome her obstacles. And then you have the angel of relax. But it's very important that she does not see herself as a victim to what she is dealing with. So what I was explained by Neil Donald Walsh, who is a international...
I love him. Oh.
Yeah, he's an international famous author, spiritual books, Conversations with God. And he said, whenever you have a problem, don't claim yourself as a victim to the problem.
Right.
You are a pure soul. And when you have situations, unfortunate situations or a problem happen to you, look at it like it's a stain on your shirt, but it's not the design of your shirt. And you could wash out the stain out of your shirt so it doesn't become a part of your DNA. So see yourself bigger than the problem, and the problem will be resolved. if you keep on looking at your problem from a fearful standpoint, you're giving it more life and more energy to become more real. So just put your love and your prayers and your confidence in the spirit and the angels that they will take care of everything on behalf of your mother. And for everybody else who's watching, you know, a lot of people, they have negative prayers. And there's a difference between saying you're wanting to say positive prayers and saying negative prayers. Negative prayers is, oh, I don't want this to happen, or I'm afraid this might happen, or I'm scared this might happen, or, you know, so your worriedness doesn't do you or the other person who you're concerned or worried about any good whatsoever. It's all negative, you know? So how can you expect, you know, the Holy Spirit and the angels to intervene if you're not showing pure confidence? So when there's a bad situation or whatever it is you're dealing with, say, I call upon my loving guardian angels. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Thank you for resolving this matter upon my mother or upon my lover or upon my child or for myself. Thank you for intervening into my life. Ask them to intervene. Thank you for intervening into my life to create peace, harmony, balance, and serenity. Thank you so much for blessing me with the best outcome.
Okay, thank you. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be right back right after these messages to answer more of your questions. Stay tuned. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. This is Linda DeVitis, owner and founder of healingsonthego.com. Let's welcome back Artie Hoffman to the show. Yay!
Thank you.
So let's see. We had another question. I'm just going to go and read it real quick. 1 second. Delisa is asking a question. How is her finances going?
How is her finances? Well, I think she wants to know how will her finances be.
Probably, yeah.
All right, tell me, how are my finances going?
That's what she wrote.
Well, they definitely could be better. They definitely could be better.
I think for everybody, right? Just the general question.
Could always be better. There's always room for more.
Yes.
How are your finances? All right, and what's your name again?
Delisa Tellis.
Delisa Tellis.
Yes.
Okay. So this is good. I feel like she stresses out way too much about finances. And I feel like the more playful she is with life, the easier finances will flow to her. I feel like she takes life probably a little too seriously, and that she needs to kind of open up and like just enjoy doing what she's doing, or go after at doing something that she loves to do. When you do something that you love to do to earn money, when you love doing it, the money will be there. If you're just doing a living because of the money, or you're doing your craft just because of the money, you really don't like it, the money's going to tighten up. If you're stressing about money, it's going to tighten up. If you're always worried about money, it's going to tighten up. But if you're just like, I just love doing what I love to do. And so long as you're putting your heart and soul into it, of whatever it is you're doing, the money will naturally be there, and you'll have more money than, than what you want. But I feel like she stresses out way too much about money, and she just needs to loosen up. And like I said, just and also be a little more conscientious about how you spend money. So if you have a business, or if you tend to make more money at certain parts of the year, so when you're making more money during certain parts of the year, rather than just spending like that's how it is all the time, if you have hills and valleys with your income or with your business, when things are going really good, like the squirrel, start storing your nuts so that when the slow time comes, you're not stressing out about, oh my God, how am I going to pay this bill? Or I can't go away on vacation, or I can't do this, I can't do that. Because when things were going well, you spent your money as if it was already going to be there. And so you got to pace yourself. But like I said, learn to not overly stress out about finances, and just start doing things that you love to do to earn money.
Yes. And then I'll take the next question for Rosemary Pepe. She's asking about her late husband, Tony. Is he happy in the afterlife? What I'm seeing with him is I feel that he doesn't have too much hair. He has a little bit of hair, but I feel that he's like kind of bald. I feel like his neck is kind of thin. If that's who I'm picking up, that's who's being presented for you, Rosemary. And definitely they're happy on the other side. I feel like he's very happy. I see him by, looks like greenery, like up on a valley somewhere, and it's very peaceful. He's there alone. He looks thin. So let me know, Rosemary, is that the one I'm picking up? Because this man is coming in for you to give you a message. Okay. And hello, Todd. Welcome to the show. Welcome. And please like and share, everybody. Like and share. Ask a question. We will be more than happy to answer them for you. Let's see if she writes back. But that was what I was seeing. Did you see anything, Artie? Go ahead.
Honestly, I wasn't picking up anything on her. It didn't kick in that quick enough. Most of the times it does, but for some reason in that moment, I did not pick up anything on him.
Okay. So she said her husband had a lot of hair. This man that I feel might not be your husband, but I felt like his hair is kind of thinner on top. So I don't know who he is. It might be a spirit guide on the other side, but he's very clear to me. I see him like with a long, thin neck. So also, when you cross over, they're younger. Like I believe when they're 80 years old, they become 30. Because I know when my dad went over there, he looked much younger when they cross over.
To my understanding, yes, their energy on the other side, when people are saying, are they okay? Are they okay? You have to remember, the moment the soul leaves the body, all pains go away. And you worrying about your family members or your friends over there in heaven, you worrying about them is like worrying about somebody who's relaxing on the beaches of Hawaii, drinking iced teas in the sun. It's like 10 times better than that. So the energy on the other side is absolutely beautiful. And I know physical pain doesn't exist on the other side. So, you don't have to worry about your loved ones. You could miss them. You could definitely miss them. That's normal. But to worry about them, I feel like it's wasted energy. And so a lot of times people emotionally will just keep on thinking about their last days or last weeks on earth and how they suffer. And they think that they're still suffering, and they're not at all. And like I said, to give you an example, so it's like if you're in pain, whoever it is that's watching right now, if you're in pain, it's like whether it be a major toothache or your body aches, when you don't feel pain. So when you're sleeping, you don't feel any pain, like no physical pain because you're sleeping. Or when you're going for surgery and they're cutting up your body, you don't feel any pain because you're knocked out. So it's like you don't feel any pain. So it's like when your soul leaves the body, all pains go away.
Exactly. And she's asking, does her husband miss her on the other side, Rosemary Pepper? I don't think they miss us because they're always with us.
They're always with us. They miss us in a different way that we miss them, because they see us, like you said, they see us every day. So it's not like they miss the physical aspect of it? Yeah. I would probably say the best way to describe that is watch the movie City of Angels with Nicolas Cage.
That's right.
See City of Angels with Meg Ryan and Nicolas Cage. And so Nicolas Cage is an angel and Meg Ryan is a human being, and he sees her every day, but he yearns to experience being with her in the physical world. And yet she can't, or they can't. And I'm not going to tell you the outcome of the movie because I won't give it away. But no, they don't miss you. They miss you, but not the same way you miss them. It's different because they do see you and hear you every day.
And they know within a limited time, we're all going to be together anyway. This life goes by so fast. To them, time is so different. You're welcome, Rosemary. She said, thank you so much for the reading. Okay, next question is Helen. Will my business become successful? Helen Cayafas.
What kind of, ask her what kind of business she has.
What kind of business you have? I think she's starting to make, like, I forgot what they're called. It looks like a board with artwork they put on, like kind of artwork. She's selling boards, cutting boards, and putting like that resin on it.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
So I'm looking at my angel cards. Wow. I feel like she could do excellent with this business. I mean, super excellent. And I really mean that. I'm not just saying that just to make her happy, but she is being happy right now. But it's going to take a lot of your enthusiasm because enthusiasm sells. And I feel like it's all through your marketing. And the more you market yourself, the more successful you'll be. So it's your creative marketing and constant creative marketing that's going to help you become the kind of successful that you want. You can't like just display it and just hope that people just, talk about it. You got to like really display it.
Exactly. That's
beautiful.
True.
You can't just have a board, it's just, you got to create a beautiful image with all your stuff. And people buy into all that, fun, creative packaging and the way you do it. So it's very important.
And now Todd Mitchell is asking, I have an interview for a higher position at my job tomorrow. How will it go?
Give me the phone number of your boss and I'll ask.
You are so funny.
Let's just cut right to the chase.
Let's have it easy. Come on. We don't have to guess. I'm only kidding.
All
That's
right.
hysterical.
As far as will he get, I feel like I really do. I feel like he is going to get it. I feel like also when you talk to him, you should have creative ideas while you're talking to him, like show him your inspirations and enthusiasm. And, I feel like I really do. I feel very, very good with the meeting or with you, moving on up. So, but I do feel like that this job, it's going to be more than what you bargained for as far as responsibilities. And I feel like with you having this job, I feel like you'll only be content. I don't feel like you're going to be like, oh, wow, I'm sitting on top of the world to have this job. But I feel like there's more responsibilities to it than you realize. And so you better be up for this venture that you say you want. So, but I wish you all the best.
Thank you from Todd and Helen. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and share. And when you share, type in a question. Okay, Delisa is asking, Delisa, tell us, does someone have a message from the other side for her?
No, you got to be specific. Who? That's what I said. So when you want to communicate to someone, just say, I would like to communicate to my mother, my father, my mother, Mary, my father, Sean. So be specific on who you say you want to try to communicate to.
Yes, please be specific in your comments.
And then we'll answer your question, but don't say, is there anybody out there who wants to talk to me or what do you see for me in my future? ask us a specific question. If you want to communicate to a specific somebody, then just tell us the name and the relationship. And if it's a child, unfortunately, let us know how old they are.
Or else you might get spooked out what comes in.
That's right. Or people say, but I always say, so when I do, I have a Facebook Live show Sunday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern time, called Angels and Answers. It's a Facebook Live show. And I always tell people, be very detailed. They're saying, well, you're a psychic. You're supposed to know this. Or you're supposed to know this. But when there's so much energy coming in from the audience, like what just happened with you, I 100% believe that you reached someone who fit that perfect description. But unfortunately, it wasn't her father, or, you thought
right.
it might have been, and it could have been for someone else who's listening in right now. Somebody else stepped in. So that's why. So
yes.
When you are wanting to channel somebody, I feel like for our situation, when we're doing a show, it's very important. Let us know specifically who, and then.
Exactly. Because people are coming in now because they know me and you are mediums. So that man, I saw him so clear with his neck long and his hair was like that. So,
and I'm willing to bet anything that somebody who was listening, that was one of their friends or their relatives that you were describing. So a lot of times when I do readings, so when I do my show, all right, my Facebook Live show, and my assistant is reading the questions off the prompter, and she just, boom, 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 boom. And I just, like I said, I tell my audience, I say, look, I said, even though the question is not your question, if you could still relate to the detail of the answers that I'm giving you, then yes, this also has to do for you, even though it's not your question. So there are other spirits who will pull through for other people, even though I'm not answering their direct question, or you are, or whoever.
Exactly. She said the name with her mother, Camellia Williams. And it's funny because I felt purple. So,
all right. Well, she drives a very hard bargain, Camellia. I feel like she drives a very hard bargain, and I feel like she has a lot of energy, and she's like very proud of you, and she's like right behind you, and she goes, "You go, girl! You go, girl!" And I feel like she was always about trying to tell you how to do or what to do, or But I feel like she was a very big supportive fan of yours, but she would get very enthusiastic if she hears somebody with a thought or an idea, or someone's having a baby. Like, she'd get very enthusiastic, and that's what I'm picking up on her. But she said, be the driving force of what it is that you want to accomplish, and be happy and enthusiastic about it. And that's how her mother's coming across. And she said, when you see the red cardinals, this definitely will be her hellos to you.
Ah, that's beautiful. Okay, Delisa, that answers your question. The next one, Ellen of Lismus.
Oh, wait, hold on 2 seconds. Hold on 2 seconds. So, no, that's okay. It's just pulled through. There's also something about somebody has like a major space in the teeth, or somebody just lost a tooth. And I don't know if that was her, the mother, or if that's the person who are reading, or somebody within that immediate family. But I'm seeing an issue with one of the front teeth where like there's a separation of two teeth, like a big separation, or one of them is having a major problem with the tooth that's in the front.
Okay. And Eleanor Selick, she's asking, will she have a boy or a girl?
Yes.
Both. She'll have twins. So it's funny. Sometimes when I pick up someone's energy, it could feel like a boy because it's more like boyish. Then it comes out a girl, like a tomboy. So that's a tricky question for me.
Well, no, hold on a second. So I'm going to ask the angels to please I'm going to use my pendulum.
Okay.
And now I'm wondering if she already knows what it is. Does she know what it is? Do you know?
You know what it is, Elena? Let's see if she answers. And Delisa said it was her son hit a baseball and knocked it out. Her tooth. Very good, Artie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see? So I feel like she's going to have a boy.
A boy? Okay, she said no, she doesn't know.
Yeah,
Boy?
I feel like it's going to be a boy. So I got to tell you a quick funny story that you're going to appreciate what just happened with us just now.
Okay.
So a lady, all right, I'm doing one of my arty parties, my psychic parties. And a lady comes in and her belly's sticking out from here to India. It's a big belly. And so she's rubbing her stomach. She says, so Artie, what do you think I'm going to have? I said, you already know what you're going to have. She goes, yeah, but I just want to see if you know. And so I said, all right. I said, I'll try. Most of the times I am right. Not all the time, but most of the times I'm right. So I put my hand on her stomach and I said, I feel like it's a female energy. I feel like it's a girl. She goes, no, it's a boy. I said, well, then he's gay.
That's happened before. That I felt
she laughed. I
boy
was saying it as a joke, but she laughed.
That's why, to me, that's tricky because it can be like a masculine feeling and it becomes a girl. So I'm like, okay.
No, but it is what it is. It's just whatever you feel in the moment. See, but this girl was challenging the universe because she already knows what it is. So she asked a stupid question and she got a stupid answer.
You see, she's trying to trick us. Don't you love when they put like coins in their pocket and they're like, okay, how much change is in there? I was like, oh, give me a break. I go to them. Kind of stupid questions there.
So when people say, there's a difference between a psychic, a medium, and a mentalist. All right. A mentalist is someone who reads people's minds. So if somebody is a mentalist and you say, all right, how much change is in my pocket or how much money do I have? A mentalist, somebody who's a true blue mentalist, will be able to tell you how much you have because that's a different energy than psychic or as a medium.
It's funny. My sister always worries about my mom. So she calls me up every day. What time do you think she's going to come? And I'm always accurate. I'll say like 12:30 and like 12:31 she'll come in. So they're like, why don't you start playing the lotto? I go, I should, right?
Yeah,
all right,
unfortunately,
everybody.
it doesn't work. Yeah, if we only could, right? I've given out well over 100 winning lottery numbers to people. But like pick threes and pick fours, not pick sixes and stuff. But when people ask me for it, I can't do it. But when I'm doing a reading and numbers come to me, I give people either winning gambling situations, go to Las Vegas or go to Atlantic City, and I'll tell them what to play or whatever. Or I get numbers and I tell them to play the numbers. And a lot of times they pull through. Now, whenever I've played the numbers I've given, I've never won. But when I give it away and I'm not playing it, it will come in most of the time.
It's amazing. Okay, everyone, stay tuned. We're going to go for a quick little break and we'll be right back. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back with my beautiful guest, Artie Hoffman.
Thank you. That's beautiful of you.
You're a beautiful soul. Okay, so now everyone got excited about the numbers, but we're going to skip on to Rhea Mitchell, and she's asking a message from my dad, Jerry, who passed away.
So it's funny. I don't know why he's doing this, but I keep on seeing him opening up cans. Like there's cans of soup or cans of corn or cans of beans, but I'm seeing cans.
Wow.
And, it's like the ShopRite, the can commercial. Da, 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 da. And there's something with cans of food, or I don't know why I'm seeing this. Or did he used to store a lot of cans, or did he keep a lot of his like screws and nuts and bolts in cans, or changing cans? But there's something with cans.
You're right, because he would. And Ria's writing LOL, because my dad was like a Gemini, very like, God forbid, you have like a finger, like, your fingerprint on his cabinet. He was like, no, he was always cleaning, fixing his cans. There you go. I knew you'd pick him up. He was a hoarder, she writes. Because yes, he did do that.
Yeah, he was very particular. Yeah, and he didn't like anybody touching his stuff. And he was organized in some ways, but in other ways he was very discombobulated. Not very organized, because his mind was like very schizo all over the place. But yet there was just certain few things that he was very anal about.
She said, yeah, a lot of metal. That's right. She goes, his radios. My dad had a collection of radios. Yeah,
that's not surprising to me at all. Yeah. That's very good. But he's applauding the both of you. He's applauding the both of you, and he's blowing you kisses. And he was happy that you drew him into your show and with her. And so he's happy. He's having a good time right now. He really is. He just said, absolutely. He's very proud of you that you're doing this show. I'm not just saying with me and you, but overall your show. He's very happy that you're doing something like this.
Thank you. He was always on the radios too. That's the funny thing. I think it runs in the blood.
Yeah.
Okay, Lorraine is asking, thank you, Artie, for answering the question. Lorraine Benanati, is my husband Pat popping around anywhere?
Lorraine, her
Benanati.
Benanati?
Benanati.
And who is this person to her?
Pat, her husband.
Her husband?
Yes.
You know what? I'm hearing the song by Three Dog Night. Joy to the world, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. So either he was a very jovial person, like a very happy, uppity, he was just a very joyful, happy type person. Loved people, loved to do things. And it's either that or he also loved to fish, because the song also mentions something, something about the deep blue sea.
You're absolutely right. Because I remember feeling that with him too. Yeah, fishing, I felt. Lorraine, I think he's very, very accurate, Artie.
That was really funny. So people, girls will call into my show and they say, Artie, do you see me getting pregnant soon? And my response to them is, yeah, when you stop watching my show and get in the bedroom, your odds are going to go way up.
You're hysterical. She said, yes, he loved music. He loved the ocean. Excellent.
Yeah. And he's still singing and dancing. He is. He's like playing the air guitar. And he's like dancing around.
He's like, la, 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 la. Lisa is asking, is my mother-in-law Dawn Wims, Weems? Does she have a message?
Mother-in-law Dawn?
Dawn Wims, Weems. I felt her like a shorter lady, Delisa, with orange energy around her. But I'll let you answer. It's up to you if you want.
Well, what she's saying is, she said, you know what? All your dreams may not come true, but the energy that you put into what's most important to you will manifest itself. So whatever you find, she's giving you advice, spiritual life advice. And she said, whatever's most important to you, whatever energy you put into, whatever it is that's important to you, she says, that's what will manifest. She said, just you wanting something, she goes, once in a blue moon it might happen, but if you don't really put your heart and soul into what you say you want, she said, because you're not always doing the actions to get what it is you say you want. You say you want something, but your actions aren't supporting it. She said, you need to start taking yourself and your life more seriously if you would like to see more bigger and better and happier things happen for you. And she goes, but I love you and I'm proud of you. And she goes, and whatever makes you happy, I'm happy for you. And that's it. But she's just trying to tell you how to direct your energy better so that you can get more of what you want. And she says, you'll see that I'm right. You'll see. And that's the way she is. You'll see that I'm right. I feel like she was an I told you so person.
Hello, Maria. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Please like and share the show. It would be greatly appreciated. And write your questions. We only have probably 10 more minutes, so get in your answers, your questions rather. Rosemary Pepe says, please repeat the title of that movie, Re-Angel Spirit in the Afterlife. Oh, that movie you were talking about for her to watch?
City of Angels.
City of Angels.
City of Angels.
Hi, Maria. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Please like and share. Please like and share. And ask a question. In the meantime, while they think of their questions.
Oh, listen. I want you to look. There's 2 movies that I want you to see that I know you're 100% going to love.
Okay.
All right, you need to see these. Do you have a paper and a pen? Because you got to write this down.
Okay, I sure do. I came equipped.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I want you to see the movie Ghost Town.
Ghost Town. Okay.
It's not a scary movie. It's a very cute, humorous, spiritual, inspirational movie, but it's going to make you laugh. It's going to make you laugh. It's called Ghost Town. And the other one is called Life or Something Like It.
Life or Something Like It. So.
And that's with Angela Jolie.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And those are the 2 movies I recommend to you and to everyone else to watch. And I promise you, you're going to be very entertained and you're really going to love it.
Thank you, Cindy. I'm sending you lots of love, too. Delisa says, I lost a friend in March from cancer, Lawrence Holly. Does he have a message? What I feel is that he's at peace now, poor man.
What I'm getting is that he's very much so into Christmas, or he liked to get all docked up for Christmas, or he like, because and I'm getting something very either he was really into Christmas, or it was somebody who either passed or who was born right around Christmas time. That was very significant either to her or to him. And but I'm getting Christmas time being very important.
Okay, Delisa, I hope that answers your question. Anyone else that would like their question asked, feel free to write in the comment section. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of blue jays. I think that's my dad sending me a sign.
That's good. That's very nice. Well, the thing is, what's important to you is that when you just know that, you know, they're around you, and you know when your loved ones are sending you signs. It's like, well, some people don't even realize they're getting so many signs, and yet they go, they don't visit me, and they're not realizing the white feathers and the red cardinals and the pennies and the dimes, and they see their birth date appear, and they say, you know, there was just one time I woke up, it was an early Sunday morning, and I had to go for about a 45-minute drive on a Sunday morning because I had to get ready to go to work. And so I said to my mother when I woke up, I said, Mom, I said, show me a sign that you're with me today. I want to see a sign. And so, mind you, it's an early Sunday morning where there's next to nobody on the road at all, because it was an early Sunday morning. and a big 18-wheeler goes right by me, is flying right by me. And right on the numbers, there was no advertisement on it at all, except the numbers 12/21, which was my mother's birthday.
Wow. Wow.
My mother's
Isn't
birthday
that a
was
big
12/21, and the truck goes by 12/21.
sign?
And it had no advertisement to anything other than just those numbers on the side.
Wow. See, that's amazing. And to me, when my dad's picture falls out of nowhere, that's a definite sign. Some people brush signs off and they don't see it, but it's very obvious that they are with you. They've just crossed over. Cindy has a question. I have a soul dog who passed almost a year ago. Her name is Sheila. Is she around?
Yeah, very much so. I'm also getting Sheila. There was something about the food that I feel like she changed. I feel like her dog was very finicky with food. And I feel like if she didn't like something, she wasn't going to eat it. Or she changed her food and she didn't like the change of the food. But there was something about the food that she was being very finicky about. And or you try to hide something in the food for her to eat, and she would know it, and she didn't. I don't know. She was just a very finicky eater, I feel.
Rosemary is asking, do you hear any songs around my late husband, Tony? What's his last name, Rosemary?
Wait,
Maybe
her
Pepe.
husband, Tony?
Yes.
And what's her name?
Rosemary Pepe. She asked before. Remember I said that long
Right.
neck I was feeling? And real quick, Cindy said, yes, she was very finicky with her food. Yes, I tried to hide all her pills. Hide all her pills. So Tony Pepe.
Tony, Pepe La Pew. He's like this to her. He goes, you know I love you. I mean, how many more ways or how many more times do I have to say I love you? Or how many more ways do you have to say it? You know I love you. You know I love you. Of course, I hear you talk to me every day. He said, stop complaining to me. Stop yelling at me. She goes, you know I love you. You know, it's like sometimes I feel like she didn't always feel like, or the way he expresses love and the way she expresses love is two different ways. So it's either he felt she wasn't giving it in the way that he wanted, or she felt he wasn't giving it in the way she wanted. But I felt like the two of you loved each other. You just had your different ways of expressing it. And one of you wasn't as affectionate or as verbally expressive.
Exactly. So we only have 1 minute left. Everyone called him Pepe Le Pew. Oh my God, that is so funny.
What was that?
Everyone called him Pepe Le Pew, what you said before.
Pepe Le Pew.
That is so funny. So, Artie, time flies with you. I felt like we just got on. It was such a pleasure having you on.
Thank you so much. You were a pleasure as well.
Your pleasure and gift. Tell everybody how they can find you.
Yeah, if they go to artiehoffman.com, I'm just as accurate over the phone as I am in person because I'm in Woodbridge, New Jersey. And I do Facebook live show. I do free readings for everybody for 1 hour, 8 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday nights. And that's Angels and Answers. But again, you'll find everything on Artie Hoffman. And if anybody wants a personal private reading with me, they could go to artiehoffman@gmail.com, or you could call me at 732-778-7173, or call my 1-900 number. I'm only kidding.
1-800 pick us.
Ooh, baby, baby. 1-900 ooh, baby, baby.
Thank you so much. And for me, you can always find me at healingsonthego.com. I also have my book there, and you can find me over there. Facebook also, Linda DeVitas. Thank you so much for tuning in, Artie, and you'll definitely be back. Me. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. God bless you.
Thank you. You're a blessing.
Okay.
God bless you. Thank you so much for being on. Okay,
You got it.
Have a great one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.